if you think about animals in the wild, if you think about a cheetah, the fastest animal on earth, it can reach a speed upwards of 65, maybe 70 miles an hour, but it does that for a very, very brief period of time. If you take a mouse and put that mouse on a treadmill, it'll run its fastest for a short period of time. Animals do a lot with burst activity, but they don't have a ton of sustained exertion. And believe it or not, a lot of people we thought were very fit that did a lot of long distance running only, there's over 1,000 people who have died of a heart attack, not while running, but immediately after long distance running. And what we've come to appreciate is that exercise is supposed to be a cycle. It's supposed to be two equal parts. And the first part we get is exertion, and the second part is recovery. And so let's look at the first video now. This is cyclic exercise. You'll see me using a heart rate monitor. It's on the shelf. You'll see it in just a moment. But you want to choose an activity where you can rapidly get your heart rate up. In this case, I'm jumping rope. You want to go for up to 40 seconds or until you reach a heart rate of 85% of your maximum. And the max heart rate is 220 minus your age as a rough approximation. Once your heart rate is elevated or you've been doing this for 30 or 40 seconds, you immediately stop and sit down. And the goal, once you reach that point, is to sit down and get your heart rate down as quickly as you can. You'll see now I've gone from the red, which is my highest heart rate zone, it's 90% of my max, to yellow, which is 80% of my max, down to green, which is in the 70s. And I'm now concentrating on taking in as much oxygen as I can, and then slowing my exhales. Now I've dropped into the blue zone, which is my heart rate in the 60s, and even lower into the gray zone is in my 50s. So I've gone from a very high heart rate down to just 50% of my maximum heart rate, and now even into the 40s in a very quick, in a very fast period of time. What cyclic exercise looks like is you complete 3 or 4 of these cycles. And so if you're exercising for 40 seconds and then taking a minute or 2 to recover and then doing it again, you can do 3 or 4 of those cycles in a very brief period of time. And it's a fantastic way to train the recovery side of the equation. A lot of us only focus on performance, but really getting to recovery is crucial.